Hi. 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 Squirrel. 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 Hi. Hi. Is he gonna jump on my face? Squirrel. Okay, I really wanted to try mixing it up today, so I'm gonna try some crankbaits and jerkbaits. Rapala Shadow Wrap Shad, bright color. Hopefully we'll get some smallmouth. We'll see. I'm moving fast because I don't have a whole lot of time before the sun goes down and it gets dark. Main issue, mosquitoes. They have been nasty here lately. But I did bring along my rain gear, and not only does it help keep rain off, which it's not going to rain tonight, but it'll keep the mosquitoes off. And I won't get any mosquito bites on my hike back. So the Shadow Wrap Shad is a slow rising jerkbait. This is a shallow diver as well. So I should stay up out of those trees. I can see it all the way over there. There, I got it right there. Another one went after it right there. Let's get him off. I'll get the bait right back out there. Little guy. Let's see what else went after it right here. And to fish the jerkbait, I'm letting it pause and then hitting it a couple times on a slack line. And one key, what I always do with the jerkbait is I will jerk it on a slack line to get that bait to move. But then always point my rod right back at it as well to get good action on that jerkbait. And I'm going to switch the bait up just a little bit. I want it to go a little deeper right now. So I'm going to switch it up to this Evergreen jerkbait. This is the FA 87 millimeter. And this bait is going to run just a little bit deeper. It's still a rising bait, floating. But I want to get just a little more depth on it. It's also got a little more aggressive side-to-side action as well. All right, got that tied on. And this is a bait that I caught a lot of smallmouth on this spring, so I think it's going to be dynamite here, but we'll see. Yeah, much deeper diving bait and a much more aggressive side-to-side action. Now again, just snapping that rod, you want the bait to go from sitting completely still to a quick dart off to the side and trigger those smallmouth to strike. Alright, so this bait's running just a little too deep, getting into that grass quite a bit, so I'm going to switch it up. Now, one bait that I'm really excited to learn more about this year are square bill crankbaits. So I've got a few in the mail that are coming. I ordered a few online, they're coming in the mail. And so I'm going to be learning a lot more about square bills this fall and early next spring. I do have this Strike King one here, and I'm going to give it a try today. See what happens. This is a shallow diving bait. I bought it a long time ago, so I can't remember exactly what the depth is on it. And I've caught a few fish on it before, but not a lot. But then again, I haven't fished that much with square bills, so they're going to be kind of a bait that I learned this fall as well as next spring. Bait seems to have a pretty tight or a pretty wide wobble on it, and I'm kind of after a little tighter wobble. But again, this is the only square bill that I have, so I'll try a few casts with it and see if I can pick something up. Was really excited to fish this over these trees over here with the square bill. This log extends out underwater, and I've caught a lot of fish here before, but I just don't know it. There might be too much gunk in the water. I'm gonna try going out there so I don't have to pull my bait through all this stuff. Going out there over that tree. All right, it came through there good, really well. I might have to go to a bait that doesn't have treble hooks because all this stuff on the top. See it come over that tree, it looks really good. Pulled it nice and slow. It did come right over that log, which is what square bills are supposed to do, so that's cool. Again, I haven't fished them a whole lot, so it's cool to see them work and as advertised. Didn't get anything on that crankbait. Gonna give it one more go on the jerkbait that caught fish over here. Okay, nothing the second time around on the jerkbait. So I'm gonna go to Old Reliable, I'm gonna switch it up to the jig and pick apart some of this deeper cover. Alright, I've got the Pepper Custom Baits micro jig tied on. My favorite color, Global Warming. It's like a mix between green pumpkin and peanut butter jelly. And then I've got a Gary Yamamoto double tail grub on there in green pumpkin. And you can see I'm losing daylight fast. So this will probably be the last bait that I fish before I head home. Ah, there's a fish on right there. That's a nice one too. Wow, that was right away. Heartbeat's going. This is a nice fish. Oh yeah. Get him in quick here. And that right there is why the Pepper Custom Baits is my favorite jig, favorite bait, not even favorite jig, just favorite bait this year. It's unbelievable. I fished through all those other baits, first cast with this one, and I pull out a nice smallmouth. Look at that. Look at that guy. Or girl, who knows? Guy or gal? It's an 18-inch smallie. Not the longest fish, but really nice and fat. Some good angles of it. Let's get this big guy back in the water, let him go. There he goes. And I've just had so many of those moments with this Pepper Custom Baits jig where I'll tie it on and throw it out and catch a nice fish like that. Let's see if there's another one. Yeah, so again, for fishing here in Iowa, and especially in central Iowa, an 18-inch smallmouth is a very nice fish, especially for this river system. Whoa! Okay, hey, that's a nice fish. Fish on, all right. Oh. Bite to him. Bring him around and get him in. Yeah, that's a nice fish. All right, good smallie. On. Little guy. Little guy. That'll wrap it up for me this evening. Beautiful evening. Caught some fish. Doesn't get much better than that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.